previously on Mythbusters The Search.
This is why you never give up.
In the competition to find the next generation,
Get on, guys!
7 hopeful hosts were pushed to the limit, looking for a needle in a haystack.
They wouldn't have invented that term if it was easy.
And with Tracy's journey at an end, this week our 6 surviving contenders take aim at a tall tale from an 80s TV classic.
The A-Team!
Can you really use junkyard scrap to make a working weapon that fires cabbages?
This is awesome.
And is a bike with reverse steering really impossible to ride? Which wannabe Mythbuster will go the distance, and who will crash and burn?
And the person leaving us this week is... Welcome to Mythbusters The Search. You find yourselves in a scrapyard because this week's first myth comes from the TV gold that is... the A-Team! Virtually every episode, Hannibal and his soldiers of fortune are able to craft an improvised but highly effective weapon out of just scrap they find laying around. But is that really possible?
I love the ingenuity, the intelligence of the A-Team, them coming together and building something out of nothing. Way better than MacGyver.
You'll be forming your own A-Teams. Tamara, Hackett, John, Team Blue, which means Brian, Alan, and Martin, your Team Red.
The competition is really fierce at this point, but this is a chance to really change my life. I'm gonna give it everything I have.
Now, what you'll be testing is whether or not you can take out 6 bad guys like these, and for ammunition, as per an actual A-Team episode, you'll be using heads of cabbage.
This is awesome for 2 reasons. One, we're in a junkyard trying to make something that throws or flings or catapults or launches cabbage at bad guys.
You have just 2 days to build your own improvised weapon using just the scrap you see in this yard.
2, it's the A-Team. This is awesome.
The A-Team and Mythbusters have history.
Ready for the A-Team special?
I was born ready, fool.
Back in 2015, our original Soldiers of Fortune built a 2x4 firing forklift that obliterated the bad guys.
I love it when a plan comes together.
But this myth is a much tougher task. In just 2 days, and with junkyard materials and cabbage ammo, can either team come up with a working weapon of war? Well, first up, like any crack commando unit, they need to do some reconnaissance.
We've chosen this particular junkyard because of the sheer assortment of things that you can find here. Wood, metal, glass, valves, buttons, switches, so it shouldn't be impossible to build a weapon out of this stuff.
Got the same saw at home.
However, the difficulty will come from the ammunition.
Any of you all have any experience building things that launch stuff?
Our candidates have to be firing cabbages.
These leafy bits are kind of useless.
And they're not exactly aerodynamic. This is the hard part.
Yep, cabbage ammo is less than ideal. And first up to tackle the problem is Team Blue.
I'm pretty obsessed with the crossbow repeating cabbage. Wait, repeating crossbow cabbage launcher? It's a repeating crossbow that launches cabbages.
Sure, what else?
Air cannon, like a potato cannon, but with cabbages. Look, if you're filling a giant thing up with hundreds of pounds of pressure of air, what could possibly go wrong?
With John and Tamara less than convinced by Hackett's air cannon, they move forward with John's ambitious and potentially overpowered cabbage crossbow.
So we have the most important part, which is how we're going to propel cabbages. And so I think I definitely saw some leaf springs. These guys look pretty good. And then we'll have the bit that holds the cabbage, some rail. The string will go through here to the springs. And then so we're gonna have to pull that drawstring back somehow. So we'll look at winches or whatever they might have out there. That was a really productive meeting. It's not every day 3 people say yes to a giant crossbow.
Blue have been able to source all their crucial components from the yard. And for this myth, that's key. Meanwhile, red team come together at their whiteboard, and Alan comes up with a knockout idea.
Hear me out here. We have a cabbage boxing robot.
All right, Brian, you have any good ideas?
No. Hear me out. They never said that we had to shoot the cabbages.
So essentially just...
Okay, so maybe not a cabbage boxing robot.
Here, I got a better solution.
No, I'm done. Wait, what are yours? Air cannon.
I think our quickest build is just a giant cabbage air cannon. One of us on the ball valve, away it goes.
Unlike Team Blue, the Reds aren't afraid of an air cannon catastrophe or bending the rules.
We don't need to use the whole cabbage. What if we just use this solid core here and kind of make like a cabbage bullet?
Good idea. So we have our barrel here,
But that's what we need.
our firing tank there with our ball valve,
That's perfect.
and then our auxiliary air tank here that the compressor's continually filling.
Red team has sourced the parts for their air cannon, but hitting targets is the aim of the game.
If you look at all the axes that this thing has to travel, there's a cement mixer that does everything we need. This'll float our goat.
Junkyard find, I love it.
This is just a glorified, oversized spitball gun. So instead of a chewed up napkin, we're just using this cabbage plug. Instead of a straw, we're using plumbing pipe. And instead of our lungs, we're using a compressor.
Armed with 2 plans and a truckload of junk, it's back to the shop
Dangerous thing.
to prepare for some cabbage carnage. First up,
Yeah.
Team Blue takes stock of their rusty scrapyard haul.
Beautiful.
And while they check for structural integrity,
Ready? This is just 1 arm strength.
here's a reminder of the rules.
Now that we're back at the shop, both teams have access to all the junk that they found at the scrapyard.
Basically just needs to be blocked off.
But to turn that junk into a weapon, they need tools. So they'll get all the tools here in the shop. They'll also have access to our consumables, wood and nuts and bolts and tape, but the guts of their machine has to be the junk that they found.
A goal Blue team seem to have achieved. One thing's for sure, it's going to be a medieval, mean machine. Cue the graphic.
Okay.
Their cabbage crossbow will use a truck's leaf springs as the arms, square tubing for the rails, and wire cable as the drawstring. An old winch will create tension that, when released, will catapult their cabbages with ferocious, fearsome force. Meanwhile, Team Red sort out their salvaged materials,
What floor are we stopping at?
including a last-minute addition by Alan.
Don't mind me. Our cannon has a couple of valves that have to turn on and off, and we want that to happen automatically so that we just have to worry about aiming and shooting. Luckily, I was able to find a microwave oven at the junkyard, and that's got plenty of circuitry that can turn things on and off, and it's got a timer built right in. So I'm gonna see if I can make a stupid computer that can turn the brains of the microwave to become the brains of our cannon.
It's an ambitious hack that'll automate their air cannon. And here's how. A junkyard compressor will pump air into 2 reservoir tanks, controlled by rapid release ball valves. To fire, Alan's microwave computer will trigger a release of the pressurized air to fire a cabbage core bullet. Then automatically refill the tank, ready to fire again. While Alan has gone high-tech, Brian's tackling their targeting system by going low.
In a junkyard, this is nothing but a cement mixer, but to us, it's a targeting mechanism. It allows us elevation and left and right control. So if our first shot's just off by a bit, we can make a tiny little change and nail it the second time.
Coming up,
So we have our weapons. It's cabbage crossbow versus cabbage cannon.
All righty, boys, you know the drill here.
Will the cannon have enough pressure to fire?
Fire!
Will the crossbow be accurate enough to launch a cabbage at our bad guys? Will either team have enough time to build it? I guess we'll find out. Chicken doesn't fit!
From frozen chickens and blocks of cheese
Did you see how far it landed?
to bullets made of meat, ice, and even teeth.
Yeah.
The Mythbusters have fired a lot of weird and wonderful projectiles.
I call it my little pop gun.
But until now, never cabbages. It's a unique challenge our 6 hopeful hosts have to overcome to test an A-team tall tale of veggie violence. And with less than 2 days to whip up a working weapon,
Good enough.
it's a tough ask. And Team Blue is dividing to conquer. They left the junkyard with a crossbow plan A. A for ambitiously overpowered. And as a result, Hackett has hived off for a gentler plan B.
This plan, starting to come together.
Hackett's working on an alternate crossbow while John and I work on this one. John has been an absolute star, which definitely makes him our Hannibal.
Here we go. Here we go.
So I'm probably face instead of BA. But Hackett, he's definitely our howling mad Murdoch.
Ow. Always that there.
But we have the other one on top of it, right?
Howling Mad Hackett may not be so crazy. There are concerns that John's giant design will rip the ammo apart when it fires. So he's working on an alternative that won't make coleslaw of the cabbage. Meanwhile, Red Team's cabbage cannon is whirring along like microwave clockwork.
I've gutted the microwave and taken out the magnetron. This is the part of the microwave that actually makes microwaves. I've gotten rid of that and replaced it with this solenoid valve. This way, our microwave oven can actually control our airflow. So if you hear it, it goes.
So big cement mixer, air cannon, microwave?
Exactly.
Love it.
With Brian busy fixing up the cement mixer,
Beautiful.
Martin pumps out their rule-bending ammo.
This is my secret little coring technique. It's just a pipe with some notches, and this is gonna cut the exact size we need so it will fit right into our cannon. It smells like coleslaw. And this is the way you remove the whole thing. Ready to go.
With Martin on a roll, next up, it's the lungs of the cannon.
This is our primary air tank that's constantly being filled by the compressor. We need to make sure the entire weld is airproof.
2 hours later, Martin's done.
What part of this got so heavy, Brian?
And Team Red's impressive teamwork means they're ready to assemble their rig.
Very sharp.
And even risk letting Kyle help.
Beautiful, beautiful, Kyle. You're doing something. You're doing something. You're building something.
I'm helping.
If this is an A-team, I don't know what is.
Some not so fine tuning from Brian,
Probably all we need for military precision, right?
and they're all set for a full-scale test fire.
We take our 1.5-inch cabbage core and load it into our barrel.
Next, we use the timer from our cannibalized microwave to perfectly charge our one-shot tank.
And when this tank is full, we hit this switch and boom! Bye-bye bad guys.
That's the theory. But has their well-oiled team produced the cabbage-firing goods?
Yeah, just shove it.
Oh, breathing life to the machine.
So that pressure, it's hot.
One-shot tank charged.
3, 2, 1.
After just 1 day in the workshop, Red Team's results are brutally effective.
Valves off. It's a bullet. That's a cabbage bullet.
Look at that. It comes out as a perfect projectile.
But it's not all good news. Their custom bullets are not the only rule they've re-engineered.
What strikes me isn't the power or the accuracy, it's this valve. This very expensive, electronically operated valve they used in the ejector seat myth.
All right.
Now, I did say that the teams could salvage other builds they've done on this show to use in their 8-team myth. But for this in particular, I don't think it really fits. It's so complicated and so expensive that this is not quite cheating, but it is bending the rules a bit.
Back with blue, there's no cheating.
Cabbage goes in here.
But they are splitting their resources, and Hackett's plan B is ready for a demo.
Okay, Hackett, what am I looking at here?
It's got these springs here. They attach through the pulley and here to this lever. So pull the string back.
Yeah.
And then fire.
Yep. You've made like a compound crossbow.
Yep. Easier to pull back and non-shredding when it fires.
Yep, Hackett was worried John's design will shred the veg. Question is, will his bow be better?
Safety pin is pulled. Okay, 3, 2, 1.
That's not bad.
Cabbage flew, it's true. But did it hold together?
Although the rig looks cool, when it actually fires, it's kind of a mess.
And now we have a salad.
Yeah. Tested out this crossbow. It works okay. But what we need to do now is test out John's. If that operates excellently, then that will be all hands on deck getting that up and running for the competition. If both are about equal, well, we'll figure it out.
So it's full steam ahead with Plan A to see what John's design will do.
Perfect. Great. All right.
The trio pull together, welding their weapon into shape.
Yeah, that's good.
Good.
Cabbage in the hole.
And Tamara's welding skills, wedded with Hackett and John's fabrication experience,
Last brace piece. So close. Can almost taste the cabbage. Eyes!
means they're ready to test their mean, lean, medieval machine.
This is our massive crossbow cabbage flinging weapon of doom. Oh, look at this. It's finally done. This is how it's gonna work. Cabbage sits in the sled. The sled is attached to a quick release, which is attached to our winch. We're gonna winch this thing all the way back as far as we can, and when I'm ready, I'm gonna pull the safety pin, yank it, it's gonna boom!
Everyone's wary.
You guys ready?
Yeah.
The potential energy, combined with old and creaky parts, could cause catastrophic collapse. Or maybe a deadly vegetable-based projectile.
All right, starting to get scary. Oh. 3, 2, 1.
Our 6 hopeful hosts are tackling the A-Team tall tale.
If this is an A-Team, I don't know what is.
That junkyard salvage and cabbage ammo can be effectively weaponized.
Whoa! That's a bullet. That's a cabbage bullet.
But a new day brings a new myth.
It's tools down in your A-Team weapons because it's time for this week's second myth. They say you never forget how to ride a bike, but today, that might all change.
Oh, God.
May I present your special guest judge for this myth, circus performer and engineer Eric Gradman. Eric, do you want to fill them in?
The good news is, you won't need to ride one of these today. But you will need to ride one of these. This bicycle has been modified so that the handlebars, when turned left, move the wheel right and vice versa.
It sounds like a simple tweak, but it supposedly makes one of these bikes impossible to ride. So to test this myth, you'll have to ride one of these 12 feet. No. But that's not all, because you'll also be making your own reverse bikes. At these 6 stations, you have all the tools and the parts that you need, but there are no instructions. You have exactly 1 hour, and your time starts now.
Transforming cycles for science
It's working exactly as it was designed.
has been a recurring theme of Mythbusters. But will this new myth crash and burn? To find out, the guys must first build the bikes,
Wait, how do you
even do that?
How it came like this?
which for some is no walk in the park.
Well, I've actually only ridden a bike like 10 times in my life. I don't actually even own a bike, so it's gonna be a challenge.
So there's two parts to this myth, the riding and the building. I'm only concerned about one of those, considering I can build anything, but riding with these long supermodel limbs, not confident.
Tamara, what are you doing with your chain?
Okay.
Putting it on here.
No. I've been a bike zealot since I could ride a bike when I was about 6. So I've been a bike mechanic. I've built my own bikes. I just have never built that bike.
Martin's experience pays off. Just 20 minutes in, his bike is built, leaving him time to pimp his ride.
You can never have enough cowbell, Kyle.
10 minutes later, and John's moved from fabricating to finessing.
I gotta admit, that does sound pretty cool.
Brian, Alan,
I finished my bike.
and Tamara follow. But not Hackett.
Hackett's making a lot of noise, making a big mess. I don't know what he's doing back there.
He may have started slowly, but just before the hour's up, he finishes up.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, that's it, contestants. Tools down.
With their bikes built and beautified, it's time to test. And the setup is pretty simple.
Here's the start line, and 12 feet later, the finish line. All you have to do is get from there to here without any part of your body touching the ground. Each rider will have 3 attempts to complete the course, and Martin's up first.
Remember, Martin's been an avid cyclist for over 20 years.
Ready, sir.
But can he go the distance?
Got it. You got it. That was attempt number 1. Looks like you got around halfway-ish?
No.
Okay.
Cue take 2, and this time he spins right round. And third time's also less than a charm.
It's extremely hard because your first instinct, you want to catch. You can't do that.
Martin may have failed, but he's onto something. Learned behavior is the key to this myth. It's hard to override your instincts.
Unlike Martin's 20 years of bike riding experience, I have to overcome 10 previous bike rides. I got this.
So will John's lack of experience help him?
All right, shh, here we go.
You got this. Come on.
Nope. John barely makes it past the start line on all 3 of his attempts.
Here we go.
Come on, John. Oh, yeah.
And this myth is heading for confirmed fast.
Blast off. 3, 2, 1. So why is this so hard for our candidates? Well, when you were a kid learning how to ride a bike, your brain started developing a mental model of how riding a bike works. And now our candidates are flipping variables around in that model, making it as though they've never ridden a bike before. They say it takes weeks to retrain your brain to do this, but can Hackett prove us wrong? You're the last candidate. You can make or break this myth right here.
3, 2, let's get killed.
Yeah!
I did not end up with a mouthful of gravel. I ended up with a new hole in my hand. So I just tried muscling straight through it, hit the ground.
So, 6 riders, 3 tries each, 18 total attempts. How many of those went the full 12 feet? 0. We're gonna have to call this myth confirmed. It is impossible to ride a reverse bike without a lot of practice. Eric, you wanna show them how it's done, though?
See y'all later.
Back to the 18 tall tale, and it's a tale of 2 teams. Red is working together on their air cannon.
I feel like I have the perfect team this week. Martin and I, we're doing the heavy lifting on the build, and Alan turning a microwave into a computer. We really are an A-team.
And blue is divided over 2 crossbow designs. But who will conquer?
You guys ready?
With time running short, They're finally testing their plan A.
I'm excited to see the test today. I'm really hoping that the rig's gonna work.
I'm cranking this ratchet back. Pulling that cable, the springs are bending back. I launch it. 3, 2, 1. Okay, no. So, yeah, it's good.
The expectation was carnage.
Which is killing me.
The reality, a feeble flop. And they don't know why. But despite that, the team rallies behind John.
Where's Blue Team at now? Well, they've completed 2 tests on their cabbage flinging designs, but they've decided as a team to go with John's design because it has more potential, both literally in how much energy it can fit into its giant springs,
I think we can get it back pretty far.
and figuratively as something that the A-team would build.
It's the first time in my life that something I've made has been dismissed for not being scary enough.
Yep. Although Hackett's test fire was marginally more successful, John's design has more potential, is more ambitious, and A-team-esque.
Okay, you want it to be flat at rest?
Just like not that far back.
But it has to work.
At this stage, we're pretty late in the game to be finding out that we still have so many question marks.
Thank you so much. I'm gonna Holy. You have to that. You have to that.
I'm really worried that we are going to run out of time and neither of these rigs are going to be ready, and we're going to have 2 pretty scary-looking paperweights.
With just a few hours to go, Team Blue have some significant design issues to solve. They need to re-engineer their crossbow to unleash its energetic potential.
We're nearing the end of this build, and right now I see more junk than actual weapon. They are running out of time.
Blue Team's blues are a world away from Team Red's orderly design dance. Their air pressure-powered cabbage cannon has been tried and tested and is now getting a makeover ready for the big day. Meaning, while Alan finishes up the electronics,
Bingo.
Brian and Martin down tools with time to spare.
They're behind schedule.
We got 2 choices, a hammock or help them.
Let's help them.
All right.
Considering what's at stake,
Guys, need a hand?
it's an incredible act of sportsmanship.
Yeah, whatever y'all want.
But for a Mythbuster, the myth comes first. There's an untested tall tale still to be tackled. So, teamwork it is.
It's kind of amazing that Red Team has come to help us. So I think we're gonna flip it. We turn it this way. They could have just beat us hands down and then just waved one of us goodbye. It's nice that they're coming to help level the playing field.
We asked if we could pitch in and help them finish because it's going to be way more fun if we can compete evenly.
It goes in here, and then there'll be a piece that swings out like that.
With extra hands on deck, John is able to focus on the design wrongs and, crucially, direct his willing troops to make them right.
If you bend a leaf spring the other way, 2 inches past flat, they permanently deform. Hence, we've flipped them so now they bend back, and for extra power, we've added 2 more. So there's 3 total leaf springs on each side.
It's a small change, but should make a big difference. Trouble is, even with a little help from their friends, there's only enough time to build it, not put it through its paces.
After all the man hours I went into this, I hope it finally works. But maybe I can tweak it a little bit, get a little more juice out of it. Yeah.
Blue Team will face the final shootout with an untested rig,
That's pretty good right there.
their reputations, and the myth all on the line. When the original Mythbusters took aim at the A-Team,
I was born ready, fool.
they found the physics of a log cannon were faked.
1. Oops.
But when it came time to build their own forklift firer, the bad guys went down in a fearsome flurry of 4x2s.
Yeah! I love it when a plan comes together.
Question is, how will the next-gen contenders compare? Is a cabbage-based junkyard weapon feasible, or an 80s TV fiction?
Come down to the junkyard to see 2 teams. 1 using springs, 1 an air cannon, both hurling cabbage at evildoers.
Suitably attired, it's time to confront this myth and the threat of elimination.
Am I concerned if I'm going to go home? I'm concerned every week. Right when I get on the field, I'm like, oh, crap, yeah. Okay, I guess it'll be last time.
Welcome to test day. We find ourselves back at the junkyard, but not alone. There'll be 6 bad guys. Your mission will be to take out as many of them as you can in just 3 minutes. We also have a good guy here today, your special guest judge, current world record holder for pumpkin chunkin' and owner of American Chunker, Brian Labrie.
Having built a rig that can fire a pumpkin over 4,500 feet, Brian's the perfect person to judge this myth.
If anyone knows how to turn a vegetable into a projectile, it's this guy.
That's right. But cabbage is a whole different thing. Pumpkins are actually a fruit.
Oh, well, yeah. Anyway, in terms of who's going first this week, that's going to be blue team. But before anyone fires anything, Brian and I are going to come check out both rigs. So get ready.
First in the firing line and scrambled together at the last minute is Team Blue's crossbow.
What do you think of this?
It looks like a modern version of the 400 BC ballista.
But a little bit more,
junkyardy.
Junkyardy, yeah.
Pranks with that boat winch, cocks here, loads the cabbage, and makes the coleslaw.
How about Team Red's air cannon?
I think it looks nice. And it looks like a repurposed cement mixer for a turret.
Uh-huh.
Some 10-inch Galvy pipe sealed off for your vessel. Then it looks like we go into a valve. It looks like a ball valve with an actuator, actually. Well, that's interesting. We have one of those on our cannon.
So maybe not something that you'd find at the junkyard?
Yeah, you'd be real lucky to find something like that here in the junkyard.
Yeah.
So what do we have over here?
This is the repurposed guts of a microwave that's going to make the firing mechanism. It's definitely very cool.
Definitely some creativity. It looks like creativity reigns supreme here today. That's pretty sweet.
Guest Judge Brian couldn't separate them. Both have pros and cons. Red's rad rifle has some rule-bending components.
Ready?
And Blue's bow may be untested and lack polish, but it looks and sounds lethal.
You know, when we're cranking that thing back and you go click, 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 and the bows are bending back, no one's going to want to stand in front of it.
Leonardo da Vinci believed that weapons for war needed to both scare and be precise. We got the scary part down.
Load her up. Pull the knife thing back.
Oh, yeah!
Load it.
Blue team, are you ready?
Yeah.
All right, when you see the bad guys pop up, you may start. In 3, 2, 1, go! Fire! Oh! That's a hit!
It's a promising, if less than lethal start.
These guys are impressive.
Wait. Loaded.
Loaded!
Extra power.
Do it!
Round 2, they crank harder.
Oh! Overshot!
How is that possible?
You don't know your own power!
And incredibly, their crossbow, firing cabbages, made from junkyard scrap, works.
Hit hard! They are destroying shins today.
Ankles are breaking.
Their aim might not be laser-like, lethality less than ideal,
That thing's an ankle biter.
and reload time slow.
Running out of time, blue team. Getting down to the wire here. You only have 1 minute remaining.
But given their rig was untested and until late last night unfinished,
I regret wearing the bling. I regret wearing the bling so much.
they and the myth are looking good.
Seems like we have a worthy cabbage commander.
Only 10 seconds remaining, blue team. You got to get the shot off.
So scared.
9,
Here we go.
8,
Okay.
7, 6.
Go for it.
5,
Fire.
4, 3. Oh! And that is time for game.
Awesome shot.
Blue team pulls together, and with the final shot, takes their total tally to 4 hits.
And the last guy with the gun, straight out. Body shot. We showed them.
Congratulatory hand touching. Touch it! Touch it! Oh, God.
They got cabbage all over them
So
now.
good. Is anyone else tired?
No, I'm fine.
It's just me?
Yeah. You did good.
Good job.
I'm gonna lay down.
They surprised me. I thought we were going to get 6 feet off the end of the crossbow, and these guys, they did a great job.
Oh, so good. So good. Oh, I couldn't be more happy.
That's a nice rig for what they had to work with and the time frame they had to work with it in. Can't ask for more than that.
Blue team's cabbage crossbow just put real pressure on the red team's pressurized rig.
It worked amazingly good. I'm a little worried.
All righty, boys, you know the drill here. Let's do this.
Yeah.
Okay, red team, are you ready?
Yeah!
You may start when the bad guys appear in 3, 2, 1. Go!
Fire! All righty, boys, you know the drill here. Let's do this.
Team Red's cabbage cannon is primed for action.
All right, and we are loaded.
Charger up. Ready?
Can they blast their way past Blue Team's tally of 4 hits in 3 minutes?
Red team, are you ready?
Yeah! Ready!
3,
And Stab This Myth confirmed.
1. Go!
Fire!
Blew the arms right off it. How about that?
Oh, man!
Well, that was good.
It's a killer start. The nearest bad guy is rendered armless, and their automated system means they're already ready for round 2.
Fire! Fire! Oh!
Ooh, miss!
Using their cement mixer targeting system, shot number 3
Fire!
Oh, man! They punched a hole through him!
is a lethal hit to the torso. And the carnage continues with round 4.
Fire!
Oh, took an arm off.
The plywood adversaries wielding wooden weapons
Going in!
Just has a wrench! Come on!
What do they have against wrenches?
Fire!
Oh, my goodness!
are no match for Team Red's cabbage cannon.
10, 9,
With their final shot,
7, 6. Yeah!
they overtake Blue Team as their 5th victim takes a solid hit, as does the Myth.
Good job, red team.
Nice job, boys. I love it when a junkyard myth comes together.
Good job, baby.
No doubt the cannon caused chaos, but let's not forget that it wasn't made exclusively from junk.
2 great teams, awesome display. It's almost a dead heat. Keeping in mind that on the air cannon, there may have been some parts in there that were perhaps not so junkyardy, whereas the blue team was all junkyard.
Someone has to go home, and I, so far, have never excluded myself from that possible list of names.
I think right now everyone's on a high, but in a minute, the only thing on people's minds, who's going home.
The myth was that you could build a weapon out of junkyard scrap to take out bad guys just like the A-Team did. And because both rigs worked so well, I'm gonna have to say that this myth is plausible.
Despite the less than aerodynamic ammo and limited 2-day build, both teams came up with a plausible junkyard weapon of war.
And for the winner this week, hitting 5 out of 6 possible targets with deadly accuracy, I gotta give it to the red team. And now for this week's coveted Mythbusters MVP trophy. While everyone showed great skill and camaraderie this week, we feel that one person had the design vision and the attitude that even the A-team would envy.
John, congratulations. Excellent job.
Dude,
Congrats.
you so much. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Honestly, this is the opposite place I expected to end up. You know, the crossbow build got delayed. Oh, things weren't working. Why is it doing that? I was pretty sure I was going home, but then we came out, crossbow performed magnificently. I really just couldn't be happier and more grateful.
All right, now for the part that I really hate. Everyone made it very difficult for us this week, because on the one hand, blue team needed help from the red team to finish their rig. And on the other hand, red team's rig was mostly successful because of parts that they didn't find in the junkyard. But I've talked it over with Brian, with the rest of the Mythbusters crew, and the person leaving us this week is no one. No one is being eliminated this week. You all showed the kind of teamwork that would make the A-team proud and made it impossible for us to decide. So, you all live to fight another day. Today was a really surprising result. Just 24 hours ago, blue team was in real trouble. But after red team's show of altruism to make sure that the blue team had a functioning rig to make it a fair fight, made it impossible for us to eliminate anyone. I think the A-team would be proud.
Next time, our 6 hopeful hosts hit the wall to find out if you could suck it up for 7 stories.
If you can hear me, Spider-Man, I could really use your help right now.
Then, in the worst-case scenario,
Mayday, mayday! I'm flying an airplane! What do I do?
can an amateur aviator really land a light aircraft?
Oops. Oops. What do you mean, oops? What's oops?